Just so.
Vietnam.
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 Just so Vietnam.
Hello and welcome to Just So Vietnam, a Vietnam travel guide and also a guide to the way of life here. In the next 10 minutes we're going to explore modern-day Vietnam through the eyes of expats who call it home. Here's the headlines for today's show. Mid-Autumn Festival is coming. Do you want to know more about a Vietnamese traditional toy on this day? Let's meet with Sam in Just Ask. Then in Just Try, let's follow Ricky Graham to learn about the rock-based farming technique of the Hmong people in Ha Giang province. And some tips about praying manners in Vietnamese pagodas and temples will be helpful for all travelers in Vietnam. Only a few days left until the Mid-Autumn Festival. We can feel the festive atmosphere on every street. Many questions have been sent to us about this festival. My co-host Sam Patterson will answer a question about one Vietnamese traditional toy right now in Just Ask.
In the last episode, I ate many different types of mooncake. Oh, now I'm stuffed. Oh, you know what? Now I really want to go out and have some fun. Hi, my name is Gui and I'm a correspondent for Moon Television. Here I am live at Hang Ma Street. All around me we can see handmade lanterns, masks, lion heads and of course toys, making for a fanciful and festive atmosphere. I'm here to tell you about Vietnam's Moon Festival and the most popular toy, it is of course the star-shaped lantern. The lanterns are made from simple materials, bamboo, colourful glazed paper and the bark of the jute tree. All assembly is done completely by hand. The lantern frame is made from bamboo splints. After that, it's covered in colourful glazed paper before being decorated with yellow sawtooth ribbons. Spiritually, the lanterns are used to ward off evil and bring good luck and happiness. The main highlight of the Mid-Autumn Festival is a special performance that takes place on the evening of the full moon. Kids use lanterns and wear masks to sing folk songs and deliver fantastic lion dance performances. It's really an exciting show. Nearly forgot. My name's Gui from Moon Television. Now back to my time in the studio. Woo!
Thank you, Sam. Have fun with your star-shaped lantern. And happy Mid-Autumn Festival! Ha Giang is a province in the northeastern part of Vietnam, and it's celebrated for its rocky scenery, mountain passes, and cultural diversity. The beautiful natural scenery here is enhanced by the local techniques of rock-based farming, a clever way of thriving a rock land by generations of Hmong ethnic people. How can Hmong people cultivate and even thrive in this harsh condition? Ricky Graham will tell us more.
Wow, there's many rocks out here. And as you can see, there's lots of corn growing up from it. Coming in from Dong Van and Mo Vac town, I've noticed a lot of the local people working here in these mountains. This rock-based farming is very special and not seen anywhere else in Vietnam. I'm very eager to learn the unique methods of the Hmong people and understand how they've managed to survive and even flourish in these very hard conditions.
The rock-based farming involves 17 ethnic groups in the Dong Van Karst Plateau Global Geopark, growing corn and other crops, raising animals and caring for forests for several hundred years in the harsh, physical karst terrain. It has 4 districts comprising of Dong Van, Mo Vác, Quang Ba and Yen Minh, and 68 communes, all in the one province of Ha Giang. This is my second time in Mo Vác district, and wandering around the villages, I met Za, a Hmong farmer working despite the heat of nearly 40 degrees Celsius. With a lot of questions about how people farm in the rocky terrain, I approached to give him a hand with the workload.
Hello, Xin Chao.
The Hmong people have become expert at taking advantage of these natural niches. You can see Mr. Za works so well with the ox and he can easily plow the field. Meanwhile, things aren't that easy for Ricky. Have you made friends with the ox yet, Ricky Oi?
It clearly doesn't like me as much. Clearly the ox does not want to move at the moment, but he has done a lot of work today already, so well, here we go. He's very, very strong.
Qua lại.
Okay. I think this ox definitely doesn't react well to a Westerner in his farmland, and I think if I try too much more, I might destroy his lovely plants and his lovely corn here that he's going to harvest this year. Xin chào Za.
Chào anh.
So how are you feeling? You feeling tired?
Bình thường anh. Bò này cho nó nghỉ, nó nghỉ xong là một lúc tầm khoảng 30 phút là tiếp tục cải lại.
So I'm wondering, why is it that you use an ox up here in the mountains, where I've seen in other places they much prefer to use buffaloes?
Trâu thì chân to, nó béo thì nó không đi chậm với bò. Và cái hốc đá này thì tuần đá thì bò thì nó nhẹ, chân tay nó nhẹ hơn, là đi nó nhanh hơn. Thì thường thì ở đây thì vùng cao ở đây thì nó rét quá thì trâu thì nó không chịu được, cho nên là mình nuôi bò.
My conversation with Zhang helped me understand how harsh it is for people here to farm. 17 ethnic groups in Dong Van Karst Plateau have been growing corn and other crops on these rocky terrains for several hundred years. Along mountainsides with many rock hollows in Mo Vác, it's easy to catch the image of the Hmong women working their rocky fields, sowing corn seeds in the hollows. With the knowledge passing on through generations, the Hmong people here know how to make use of the limited land they have to grow corn on, which they also use as their main source of food.
17 ethnic groups in Dong Van Karst Plateau have been growing corn and other crops on these rocky terrains for several hundred years. But I understand for a tourist like me or Ricky, it would be very tired working under the heat of nearly 40 degrees Celsius. What is your feeling right now, Ricky?
If I look left, right, forward or backwards, it's just rocks everywhere, and really sharp rocks at that. And I'm absolutely astonished that people manage to harvest crops in these conditions. As you can see, much slower process than out on the fields with the ox. It will require much longer, and it'll be much more tiring, much harder on the back, and even more skill.
The livelihoods of about 100 households in the region rely mainly on growing corn with only one crop per year, as the hardened soil in the hollows turns unusable during the dry season. But due to the hardships they have to overcome, they have visible vitality, flourishing in the land, where water has worn away the softer earth, leaving ravens and hollows. So it's not just a remarkable tourism attraction for its breathtaking landscape, but this land has its own way to impress any visitor.
Are you a traveler in Vietnam? Do you want to visit temples and pagodas here? Stay tuned, as we've got tips for you about praying manners in these sacred places in our segment of Just Go. In a predominantly Buddhist country like Vietnam, there are thousands of beautiful pagodas and shrines dedicated to the reserved icon. However, when visiting these sacred places, you need to know how a praying manner is. First, try not to wear indecent costumes like dresses or shorts, and don't forget to take off your hat once you enter the praying house. And please whisper in the pagoda, because noises are restricted inside spiritual places. Shh. There are usually 3 gates as an entrance for a pagoda. Use the right gate for entering and the left gate for leaving. The middle one is used only by leading and noble people. Don't pick up anything and bring back home, because anything inside a pagoda or a temple is blessed. Bringing something without asking the gods of the pagoda or temple by praying is considered as stealing, and bad luck may come to that person. And with that, we already come to the end of this episode. Now, if you like this program, then be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and to leave your comments on our VTV World fan page. I am Martijn and this is Just So Vietnam!